Please disconnect and remove all ground equipment.
On it, sir.
Please make sure all hatches are closed and all personnel clear. We would like to pressurize the hydraulics.
Cleared, sir.
And ground to cockpit. G'day, mate. Go ahead and show me where you'd like to point now. Ground to cockpit. Toast driving up right now.
Squawk 2552 and runway 34 left. Qantas 455.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Qantas 1942 requesting IFR please Canberra. Information line.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect?
I'll take over the comms now, Steve.
And get our pushback and start clearance.
Requesting pushback and start clearance now.
Sydney ground, Delta 7673, requesting pushback and start clearance. We have Papa.
Delta 7673, pushback and start approved. Face southwest.
Toe connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready. Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
Clear skies to
Flight
you
attendants,
guys.
prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board your Delta flight. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of this aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta.
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 Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air.
Operation complete.
In
Go
the
ahead and set
event
the
of
parking
rough
brake.
air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft.
In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carry-in baggage will slow the evacuation. All exits are clearly marked with the green exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits and remember, they might be behind you. If we lose power, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case. Life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder
I'll get our
level.
taxi clearance now.
A water-activated light is attached to each vest. For children under 35 pounds, place the vest around their waist and secure the strap between the legs. See your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fastened your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. Carry-on items secure, and armrests are at resting position, or as otherwise indicated on the placard in front of you. If you have a suite door, ensure it's open. See placard instructions inside the suite door for opening instructions in case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety information card in your seat pocket.
As
we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta, today and for the next 100 years.
Is disconnected, bypass pin is removed. Thumbs up on the left and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Approaching 16 right.
34 left. All aircraft be advised. Information X-ray is now current. QNH 1025.
Approaching 7.
Ground, Qantas 97, that is copy on the F clearance to the NCE Sierra Charlie Bravo. Yankee Sierra Yankee, Qantas 97, ready copy on IFR clearance to Yankee Sierra Charlie Bravo. Please account provide the Rule 2 departure then as departure line 34 left. This one, walk out, departure on 124, 54, walk 3215, on user.
Delta 7673, contact tower on 119.45. Have a good afternoon.
Switching to tower on 119.45, Delta
Approaching
7673.
3-4 left.
Sydney Tower, Delta 7673. Good afternoon, holding short 34 left, ready for departure.
Delta 7673, heavy Sydney Tower, runway 34 left, wind 340 at 12, cleared for takeoff.
runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 7673 Heavy.
Right flaps are set at 15. One last thing we have not done. Better do before we take off.
It is time for the departure briefing. Are you ready on your side? Yes. The pre-flight is done and we are ready. All instruments are set, the FMS is programmed and the MCP is set.
Yes, sir. Please follow me with confirmations. Our flight is departing.
Sydney Kingsford Smith International.
On the SID, we will depart with flaps 15 following our standard procedure.
Confirmed and set.
Please confirm the runway to be used.
34 left.
What cruise altitude do we have?
Flight level 340.
Let's confirm the speeds, please.
V1 151, today our VR will be 158, and V2 164. The departure is set in the FMC.
Please follow the MCP with me.
The MCP is set for departure. Our initial heading will be 340.
What is our destination for today?
Seoul, Incheon.
Any risk factors you would like to address, Captain?
Our takeoff weight today will be higher than our maximum landing weight, so in case we need to come back, we will have to dump fuel.
Anything else?
No additional points to make.
Thank you. Continue, please.
In case of any emergency before 80 knots, we will abort the takeoff. Above 80 knots, we will only abort for a serious issue, engine fire or loss of directional control. In case of such issue below V1, we will abort the takeoff, apply maximum braking and stay on the runway. In case of an issue above V1, we will continue with single engine departure procedure. I will handle the controls and he will help me with the procedures. Any questions?
Thank you, clear.
You got it.
Approaching 3-4 left.
Okay, make sure we're lined up.
On runway 34 left.
Delta 7673, contact departure on 124.4.
Flaps are retracted.
Switching to departure on 124.4. Delta 7673.
Autopilot is
Don't
engaged.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Sydney approach,
Don't
Delta
sink.
7673. Good
Don't
afternoon,
sink.
climbing through 1000.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
Delta
sink.
7673, heavy, Sydney approach, radar contact, climb 4000, direct Richmond.
Climb to 4000, direct rig, Delta 7673 Heavy. Climbing flight level 190, Delta 7673.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude,
contact Melbourne Center on 125.0.
Thank you to each of you, and welcome back to our SkyMile members and Union Milers.
Delta 7673.
Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected
Good
route air.
afternoon, 3000 for flight level
We ask that
190.
you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shipped
Delta
before takeoff.
7673, Melbourne Centre identified. Good afternoon, Sydney,
Now reaching altitude,
QNH
we're at
1009er.
To use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies.
Delta
Beer, wine, and spirits
7673,
are
direct
available
Richmond,
complimentary
then
for our
as filed,
first
please.
class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 50% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases.
Delta 7673, climb flight level 230.
System. On it, you can view a
Climb
selection
flight
of
level
complimentary as
230,
well as
Delta
on-demand TV shows,
7673.
movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Echo India Alpha contact Sydney approach on 124.4.
Contact Sydney approach on 124.4 Echo India Alpha today. Velocity 121, prepare flight level 210 for flight level 360.
Delta 7673, climb flight level 270.
Climbing flight level 270, Delta 7673.
Dear guests, we are now at a safe altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you that the lavatories are now available for your use. You may also use your approved electronic devices in flight mode. Cabin service will begin shortly, and we look forward to serving you complimentary Biscoff cookies, goldfish crackers or almonds, along with Coca-Cola beverages and Starbucks coffee. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight.
flight ahead of us because we're coming out of Sydney, but we're flying all the way to Incheon, Korea, Seoul, Korea. So this is a long flight. It's about 4,458 miles. We'll cruise at 340 for the primarily the duration of the flight.
Bathurst Airport at your 1 o'clock, 15 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR.
Radar terminated. Squawk VFR. Echo India Alpha, good day.
Echo India Alpha, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Melbourne Centre, this is Echo India Alpha, requesting descent to Ratso. Echo India Alpha.
Delta 7673, climb, flight level 300.
Climbing flight level 300, Delta 7673.
Okay. That's a good way. Night. We're going to ask these people to keep their seatbelts on regardless, to be comfortable.
Delta 7673, climb flight level 340.
Climbing flight level 340, Delta 7673.
Melbourne Centre at F12, passing flight level 150, flight level 270.
1212, Melbourne Centre identified. Good afternoon.
Flight level 300, November 12.
Does this one have a save feature?
Delta 7673, contact Flight Watch Center on 134.85.
Contacting Flight Watch Center on 134.85, Delta 7673. Flight Watch Center, Delta 7673. Good afternoon, climbing through flight level 190 for flight level 340.
Delta 7673, Flight Watch Center, identify. Good afternoon.
Okay, so whatever that means, but I've got it set for 15 minutes. If it works like tallest, I hope it does. Brian, what's our speed in knots and miles per hour?
We're cruising at 494 knots, which is about 568 MP.
It's partly a test right now because I want to see how well it does. In longer flights, a lot of times I have a memory leak or something will happen, something will break or spit up. So we're going to see how this works. I am going to have to interpret what you say because you got me. Hold on, let me see if I can translate what you say.
Qantas 321. Flight Watch Centre, contact Melbourne Centre on 125.0.
Contact Flight Watch Centre on 125.0.
Flight Watch Centre, Jetstar 657, flight level 360.
So, YSSY. So yeah, this is kind of a touch for me because usually in the longer flights like this, at some point, I can have like a memory leak or something if the flight goes for a long period of time. And it's easier, if I'm in the tallest, it's easy to restore. But I'm hoping with the new beta, the latest version of Xplane, maybe they addressed it. We'll see how it manages my memory. I have 64 gigs of memory, so it's not just a matter of memory, it's the management of it, application. By the way, my climb rate has been really slow, so it's been about 1,200 feet per minute. It just has taken forever to get up to altitude. Siri, translate this. Neun kannst du mehr den Autopiloten in Larkin. us could make that out. So it's Chevcorp. You were saying something about the autopilot, how the autopilot works. And if I didn't understand, my apologies. I'm trying. If you were asking or just making a statement at the autopilot. Outside.
Delta 7673. Contact Brisbane Centre on 127.1.
Contact Brisbane Centre on 127.1. Delta 7673.
Our seat belts, passenger signs are set to auto. I let
Brisbane Centre, Delta 7673. Good afternoon, climbing through flight level 330 for flight level 340.
Delta 7673, Brisbane Centre, identified. Afternoon, mate.
Since we're up to cruise altitude, we're going to be up here for a while. I'm really not going to time compress it. I'm just going to let it play out for a while. And I'll come back in and check on the flight a little bit later. So autopilot is engaged.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. You can enjoy our complimentary Biscoff cookies, goldfish crackers or almonds, along with Coca-Cola beverages and Starbucks coffee. After the service, selected items from our airline shop will be available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your refreshments.
and Charlie, Echo Alpha, clocking through 11.7 to flight level 280.
TBM Charlie Echo Alpha, Brisbane Center, identified. Good afternoon.
Alright, so I just had a total crash just now. Alright, and I just did time compression, okay? So we're going to go back in and see if we can resume, okay? Let's see what happens. See what happens with this. We may just fail miserably, and we won't be able to get the scenario back. We won't be able to go back to our general time frame, or it'll work. Let's see what happens.